Good morning and vanakkam. In this video, we're going to be reading from Dancing with Shiva, Hinduism's contemporary catechism, written by Sadguru Sivaya Subramania Swami, a richly illustrated sourcebook of Indian spirituality in question and answer form, exploring how to know the divine, honor all creation, and see God everywhere, in everyone. Today's lesson is lesson 15, and we'll begin by reading the caption to the facing image. A drummer keeps rhythm on musical pots as Lord Shiva, clad in a tiger skin, dances in the blue akasha. Dance is the only art form where doer and doing are one and inseparable. His dance is powerful, yet Shiva is poised, centered, moving, yet unmoved. Lesson 15. What is the symbolism of Shiva's dance? Shloka 15. The symbolism of Siva Nataraja is religion, art and science merged as one. In God's endless dance of creation, preservation, destruction and paired graces is hidden a deep understanding of our universe. Aum Namah Sivaya. Bhashya. Nataraja, the king of dance, has 4 arms. The upper right hand holds the drum from which creation issues forth. The lower right hand is raised in blessing, betokening preservation. The upper left hand holds a flame, which is destruction, the dissolution of form. The right leg, representing obscuring grace, stands upon Apasmara Purusha, a soul temporarily earthbound by its own sloth, confusion, and forgetfulness. The uplifted left leg is revealing grace, which releases the mature soul from bondage. The lower left hand gestures toward that holy foot in assurance that Shiva's grace is the refuge for everyone, the way to liberation. The circle of fire represents the cosmos and especially consciousness. The all-devouring form looming above is Mahakala, great time. The cobra around Nataraja's waist is Kundalini Shakti, the soul impelling cosmic power resident within all. Nataraja's dance is not just a symbol. It is taking place within each of us at the atomic level this very moment. The Agamas proclaim the birth of the world, its maintenance, its destruction. The soul's obscuration and liberation are the 5 acts of his dance. Om Namah Sivaya. Good morning and vanakkam. In this video, we're going to be reading from Living with Shiva, Hinduism's contemporary culture, written by Sadguru Sivaya Subramania Swami. 365 daily lessons based on ancient Vedic laws, disclosing how to approach family, money, relationships, technology, food, worship, yoga, and karma to live a truly spiritual life. Today's lesson is lesson 170, and the topic is drawbacks of divorce. Divorce only begins new problems. Is a divorce similar to going out of business or bankruptcy? Yes, because in both cases everyone is the loser. The employees are losers, the children are losers, the suppliers are losers. Everyone is a loser and everyone takes sides. In the case of the failing business, the employees take sides, the partnership breaks up, the partners take sides, and their friends take sides. In case of a marriage, the friends of a husband take his side, the friends of a wife take her side, and there is a permanent division. Sometimes the courts take the side of the children, and the children are divided. It is the breakdown of the community. It is the breakdown of society, and it is the creation of a lot of kukarma that has to be worked out in this or probably in a future life. There's another great loss in the case of a marriage that breaks up or a business that breaks up, and the loss is trust in the individuals concerned. They lose their ability to trust each other, to trust themselves, and of course, no one trusts them. Couples have been taught to look to psychiatrists, psychologists, family counselors, and attorneys for solutions to marital problems. But who can give better solutions than our qualified elders who know the karmas, who know the adharma involved in divorce? Their experience has great value. Find a Swami, Sadhu, Guru, a Jyotisha Shastri, someone who can help tighten the bonds of family love and trust, and make this person an integral part of your family. Every family needs its spiritual preceptor to strengthen the support group, who in turn hold the family together when hard times come. The plea is to hang on to one thing, the family life. Marriage is forever. Indian culture has within it all the solutions to maintain proper relationships of a man being manly and a woman being womanly. Today, men are confronted by women who have, often out of necessity, nurtured their masculine qualities. Naturally, such couples will fight, compete, and suffer. In my lifelong ministry, those who are not getting along well in marriage come occasionally for advice. We work it out according to ancient Shastric principles that transcend the immediate problems. Marriage is like a voyage by ship. Sometimes the going is easy and sunny, and sometimes there's bad weather to endure. But at all times, it's advisable to stay with the ship and not jump overboard. My experience is that the bad karmas or kukarmas, as well as harsh astrology and difficult attitudes, are always finally overcome, so long as no one gives up the hope and the effort. The marriage continues. The word divorce is never uttered or seen as a solution in the hundreds of extended families who look to me as preceptor. Those who don't take such advice are overwhelmed by the tugs and pulls of pranic forces between them, stimulated by hatred and confusion, tears, remorse, unresolvable misunderstandings which have gone on unattended for 15 or 20 years. Couples who did not listen to my advice to not end their marriages 10 years ago still speak to me today of their separation as though it all happened a week ago. They admit that divorce was no solution, only a postponement of problems that still linger, which could have been solved and still have to be. Those who have gone through the experience know that divorce and remarriage is just trading one set of problems for another. We have seen that divorcees remarry others with the same traits, temperament, faults, failings, and even looks as their previous spouse. No one, however clever they may be, can run away from their birth karmas. No, divorce is no solution. Separation, though better, is still not the solution. Both are only the beginning of new problems. Sutra 170 of the Nandinada Sutras, borrowing from others. My wise devotees never borrow from a monastery or temple. They may borrow belongings from other devotees, provided objects are returned within 24 hours after the purpose is fulfilled. Aum Namah Sivaya. Good morning and vanakkam. In this video, we'll be reading from Merging with Shiva, Hinduism's Contemporary Metaphysics, written by Sadguru Sivaya Subramania Swami. 365 enlightenment lessons from a mystical master, revealing the depths of Raja Yoga, the clear white light, the states of mind, and the ultimate spiritual destiny of every seeker. Today's lesson is lesson 170, and the topic is the donkey and the carrot. When we are in the conscious mind, we are like a donkey with a carrot in front of our nose. We are always walking to try to get that carrot. We are never satisfied and we are never happy. The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. No matter how much money we have, we want more. No matter how many clothes we have, we need more. No matter how many television programs we watch, there's always a better one coming up. No matter how many sights we have seen, the next one may surpass them all. No matter how much food we eat, there's always the next big wonderful meal to enjoy. No matter how many emotions we experience, the next set of those emotional experiences will be the high point of our entire life, and we are sure of it. That is the conscious mind. When we live in the conscious mind, we only surmise. We make guesses. We are never quite sure if we are right. Therefore, we are insecure because the conscious mind only knows what has gone before it. It is certain only about the past. If it has been provided with a good memory, then it knows the past very well. But without a good memory, the conscious mind doesn't know the past well at all. So, when we are in the conscious mind, we have one predominant and solid quality that we really can be sure of, and that is fear. We are afraid. We are afraid of the future, and many of the things in the past petrify us, for we don't want them to happen to us again. We don't know quite how to avoid them, because with awareness caught in conscious mind concerns, our superconscious faculties are temporarily cut off. The superconscious mind is seen as a figment of imagination, a product of superstition. The conscious mind is the real enemy, the real barrier, the real distractor to someone on the path of enlightenment. It is intriguing. It is the temptress. It leads us on and on and on, life after life after life after life after life after life after life. It is a wonderful state of mind, however, as long as our superconscious faculties are also available for awareness to flow into once in a while, to become refreshed and renewed by a change of perspective and influx of energy. Otherwise, the conscious mind is a difficult and onerous state of mind in which to live, day after day after day. The spiritual path leads us out of the morass of the darkness of the conscious mind into the mind of light, which we call superconsciousness. And that's it for today's lesson. Take care of yourselves, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Om Namah Sivaya.